it's Miriam Schulman of the Inspiration Place, and welcome back to my studio. This is video number 4 of my 4-part series, Painting Pets with Passion. So I'm so grateful that you've come along on this journey with me, and I've had so much fun with you in the first 3 videos. It was so exciting to see people taking the lessons they learned in video number 1, how to sketch and draw, and actually making drawings with it. And then also video number 2, your responses for painting cat and dog eyes. And then last video, I told you what supplies you would need if you want to continue on your journey with me today. So in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and explain to you what you'll get if you'll continue on this journey with me on painting cats and dogs. And that's not all. I'm going to share with you inspiring stories from my students. But first, let me address what I call limiting self-beliefs. I don't like to call them excuses because excuses are something you kind of know not to be true. Where a limiting self-belief, this is something you actually believe it to be true, even though it's not. So an example of that is that you're not good enough or you don't have enough time. This is what I hear most often from my audience. What holds them back is they don't have the confidence, they don't believe in themselves, and they think they can't do it. And although I can share my story, I think you're going to get the most out of listening to other women's stories, people just like you who have started exactly where you are right now. So for that, stay tuned. One of the number one things that a lot of people say holds them back is lack of time, which is really why I wanted you to meet Kyle. She's 65 and she doesn't have a lot of free time. Although she's retired, there are rarely enough hours in the day. She has a dog walking business and walks 5 dogs twice a day. In between the walks, Kyle drives 25 miles a day to pick up her grandson, drive home, walk the dogs, and drive 25 miles back. That's a lot. Kyle had every reason to say, I'm too busy and there are too many people relying on me to think about art or watercolor or painting my dogs. But she never says anything like that, which is why I wanted you to meet her. Instead, she carries a sketch pad with her, just in case she gets a few minutes of free time. She loves the short sketch videos that came with my portrait painting packages, which are open for enrollment until Wednesday, October 24th. Let me also tell you how she squeezes in the time. In the evenings, when most of us are sitting in front of the TV and watching something anyway, she gets out her iPad, pulls up one of my easy to follow tutorials, and works on her watercolors. She paints her dog. Sometimes she paints the pooches from her dog walking pack to give as gifts. The point is she makes the time. And that's what I admire so much about my students. Almost every one of them could have given me 6 reasons not to take my watercolor classes. As I've seen in my students, if you truly believe it's important, you'll make the time, just like Kyle did. If Kyle can find the time with her dog walking business, her grandson, and her 50-mile-a-day driving routine, I believe that you can too. Now I want you to meet Audrey, because Audrey is a lot like some of you who felt she was not a real artist and wasn't sure if she had the confidence to do this. So if you feel you're not a real artist, you are in good company, which is why I want to share with you all of this art done by Audrey. She is really a success story. She started off, I believe her first class with me was Farm Animal Spirits. She also took Watercolor Secrets. She then took the pet painting class as well as my class on taking painting children, people. So I want you to see all her results. She's just like you. The majority of my students just want to paint for fun. Many of them haven't picked up a paintbrush since college, and even more of them, this is something that's always been on their bucket list. They've always wanted to try watercolor, and they just never got around to doing it. You do not have to be a professional artist to paint portraits of dogs and cats. Like I said, I have students who haven't done art in decades and are now taking commissions to paint their friends' cats and dogs. That's like Audrey. Now, I know that's not a goal of many people who have signed up for this free series. Maybe you just want to make a painting of your dog. And there's a lot of people who are like that. They just want to memorialize their lost pet so they can give it as a gift to their family, to their children, or to their husband. Or they just want to make paintings of their dogs and cats because that makes them happy. And you'll be in good company if that is you. If you are willing to learn, you can absolutely do this. Now, another thing that holds people back is they feel they need so many supplies. And I know I gave you a long list of supplies in the last video, but the truth is you can get started with just some basic watercolor supplies. Of course, you'll get the best results if you use the supply list I provided. But if you've already invested in watercolor supplies, like maybe for another course or another teacher, you can just use that. And just watch the videos and add to your collection over time. And finally, I want to meet another one of my students, Deb. Deb has probably taken almost all my classes. She definitely struggles with self-confidence. And like many of you, she also struggles with health issues. So her time is limited by when she's feeling well. But when she is feeling well, this art brings her so much joy. She came to art after losing her best friend of many years, who was an artist. So it gave her tremendous comfort to then dig into a hobby that gives her joy. She doesn't believe these paintings are any good. If you see her in the Facebook group, let her know that these are good. She struggles so much with being able to call herself an artist. But what she loves about my classes is that how I give her through these courses, not only the practical advice to improve your art, but also the emotional support. I don't mean that I act as a therapist. That's not what these classes are about, but it's about constantly giving you the confidence that you can do this, because everyone needs to hear that. And they need to hear it all the time. So she's another student that I'm very proud of because in spite of struggling with both health and self-confidence issues, she keeps at it and keeps creating art like this. Now, after meeting these brave women who have done beautiful and incredible art, I bet you're wondering, how can you do this too? And what's included in my packages? So that's why I'm going to pull back the curtain now and explain to you what's included in this enrollment period this week. If you love your cat or your dog and you've always wanted to capture the essence and the spirit of your pets with personality, or if you've been painting and you have friends who keep asking you to paint their pets, well, this presentation is for you. So do you long to paint your fur family but struggle getting the colors, the textures, or the shapes just right? And do you want to pick up a paintbrush and know exactly which colors to mix to create fur that is soft and natural and eyes that capture their personality? If you love animals but have struggled to paint them, you are not alone, and it is not your fault. The reason you are struggling is really quite simple, and it's going to be even easier to fix. I'll show you easy tips and tricks for everything you need to know about painting cats and dogs, even if you have never picked up a paintbrush. If you've been intimidated and don't know where to start, I will hold your hand through my step-by-step videos and written instructions. Everything you need to know about painting your furry friends from A to Z will be lovingly broken down for you and made simple. So I'm actually offering 3 different programs as well as bundles that will save you money if you want to sign up for more than one at the same time. So at the very basic level, I'm offering dog days. I'm also offering a combination of my class Dog Days plus Crazy Cats, which you can sign up in the Furry Friends package. And then, because so many of you are wanting to paint your grandchildren as well as your pets, I'm offering a third option called the All Portrait Pass, which allows you to enroll in all 3 classes, Dog Days, Crazy Cats, and my watercolor portrait class. Now, I'm going to be encouraging most people to sign up for the Furry Friends package. It is the best value, it's the most popular, and includes both cats and dogs. So both Crazy Cats and Dog Days. So when you sign up for Furry Friends, you're going to get the Crazy Cats course. And here's what's included in Crazy Cats. You're going to learn how to conquer your drawing fears with freehand drawing techniques using both charcoal and pastels. You'll discover some new tricks not covered yet in any other classes for creating magical felines. You'll gather the best supplies and eliminate art supply overwhelm. There's going to be full watercolor demonstrations of 5 different cats, so you can gain the confidence learning how to paint and draw cats on your own. And I'm even going to teach you the world's most powerful method to create whiskers that works like crazy. So if you enjoyed the free drawing lesson in video number 1, I have several more cat poses just like that one to give you confidence in sketching cats from your imagination freehand. Plus, I'm going to teach you how to see the shapes in photographs so that you can draw from your photographs. And you'll also learn how the masters create realistic looking fur without having to paint it hair by hair. Now, if you're more of a dog lover, I want to tell you what you get with Dog Days. You're going to learn how to create soulful eyes that capture the personality and spirit of dogs. You'll learn how to paint fur that looks soft and real without overworking your painting. Again, we'll gather the best supplies to eliminate art supply overwhelm. And in this new online art class, you're going to get step-by-step watercolor demonstrations of at least 5 different dog breeds so that you gain confidence learning how to paint and draw dogs on your own. You'll get tips and tricks to get a pet's personality and liveliness and how to capture expressions to be able to say, "That's my dog." And guess what? I'll even teach you how to deal with black dogs. You'll learn counterintuitive secrets for making colors look beautiful and loose style with interesting colors added that is both fun and natural. Now, because I've heard from so many of you who also want to start painting your children, and especially people who want to start painting their grandchildren, I decided to offer the all portrait pass. If you have been afraid to try painting people, or if you have no idea where to start, it's time to discover the joy of painting your children and grandchildren. The all portrait pass includes everything in the Furry Friends and also everything inside my signature watercolor portraits e-course. So inside this watercolor portraits e-course, you're going to discover how to make faces that look realistic, like real people, without being photographic or stiff or cartoonish. You're going to develop an understanding of how to use vibrant colors to make your portraits come alive and glow with life. You're going to explore soft backgrounds that accentuate the beauty of people and how to take and choose beautiful portrait photographs. You're going to complete watercolor portrait demonstrations from drawing to finishing touches that make it easier for you to learn. And I want to show you examples of all what my students did based on my own demonstration. You're going to learn to conquer skin tones, not just Caucasian skin tones, but I also offer instruction on different races for different blends of skin tones. And of course, you're going to learn proportions and color blending. You're going to learn how to capture light and shadow and the essence of your subject. Just in this class, like my other classes, you're going to learn how to not overwork your painting and you're going to know when to stop. When you sign up for the All Portrait Pass, you're going to gain an access to a total of 86 video lessons, 28 demonstrations, printable tip lists for all 3 of the courses. And of course, you'll get bonus lessons on painting hands and a bonus portrait critique. So now if I were you, there would be one question on my mind, and that is, how much does this cost? Well, I know you're smart and you've looked around and you know that the sign up for a watercolor workshop in person normally costs hundreds of dollars. And I truly believe that by now you can see it would be worth at least that much to learn my watercolor secrets so that you can relax and paint the way you have always imagined that you would now that you finally have the time. It's worth a lot more to take an online class than a group watercolor class, since you can study the art in the privacy of your own home and nobody has to see the mistakes you make. You can replay the lessons as many times as you want and watch me demonstrate entire paintings from start to finish. Another reason you're going to save money is because instead of paying for someone to do a custom watercolor portrait, you're going to be able to paint pets yourself. And some of you are may even going to be able to make money from taking this class because you're going to be able to offer your services for painting other people's cats and dogs. So you can get started in dog days for just a payment of $67. So you can join today and save money by paying in full for $167, or you can make 3 monthly payments of $67. And if you want to take dogs and cats, and I truly believe that this is the best value as well as the most popular option, you can get started today for just $99, or you can save money when you pay in full for $277. So you can either make 3 monthly payments of $99 or pay in full for $277. And for those of you who can't wait to get started painting your grandchildren, I offer a class bundle that offers you even greater value. It's a 3-class bundle that includes Crazy Cats, Dog Days, and Watercolor Portraits. So that complete package is only $497. And again, you can make 3 monthly installments. You'll be paid off by the end of December. Plus, you'll have all of your holiday gifts ready, whether you're giving gifts of your dogs, your cats, your children's families, dogs and cats, and paintings of your grandchildren. So now if you're still sitting on the fence and you haven't made up your mind, I want to make this a really easy decision for you because I really want to give you the gift of learning how to paint animals in watercolor. All right, so I am offering exclusive bonuses when you enroll this week. First of all, remember that this is the very best way to learn how to paint animals in watercolor. After you've watched all these lessons, concepts that once appeared confusing and daunting will suddenly become clear and easy. And I'm throwing in these amazing bonuses. First of all, when you sign up for the Furry Friends package, which includes Crazy Cats, you're going to get this photo reference guide for cats. This is a beautifully photographed professional cat pictures that you will ooh and ah over. This collection has been carefully curated to save you time and money looking for photos to paint from. I've included 10 photo references that I've purchased from professional stock photography sites. So this is an incredible value that you'll be getting at no extra charge, and you'll be able to have plenty of gorgeous photographs to paint from and add to your portfolio. And you'll also get this photo reference guide for dogs with the purchase of any package, which includes 39 stock photographs of popular dog breeds in engaging and whimsical poses. This collection has been carefully curated to save you time and money looking for professional photos to paint from. And then with the purchase of any of these packages, you're going to get invited to my private watercolor mastermind Facebook group. This exclusive Facebook group is only open to people who have joined classes inside the Inspiration Place. You'll find students here of all skill levels who are ready to jump in and inspire you. It is a very kind and supportive group. I'm throwing in another bonus of fan-submitted pet photos. This will give you 68 additional wonderful pet photos submitted by fans of the Inspiration Place so that you can practice your new watercolor skills. And finally, an additional bonus is that at the end of the semester, you can choose to submit your art for a personalized critique at the end of the semester of your cat, your dog, or your grandchild's portrait. If you're not on Facebook, you can still ask questions in either of the online classes. You can always post a question in either of the groups, and I answer the questions at least once a week. Okay, so my art classes aren't for everyone. So let's talk about who these classes are for and who these classes are not for. So this class is for you if you are looking to memorialize your lost pet. If you have a pet who's dear to you, this is the perfect way to create a lasting and beautiful, heartfelt memory of your lost pet. I know that our cats and our dogs are our furry family, and we love them. So to have artwork made of our pets are just wonderful. If you have family or friends who want you to paint their pets, then this class is definitely a good fit for you. And if you want to loosen up your style and get free with your paintings, I can show you how to do that. It's also a good class for you if you're looking to take commissions and start earning a little money from your watercolor paintings. There's nothing more profitable than dog and cat portrait paintings. So this is a class for you if that is something you're looking to do. Now, my classes are not for everyone. So here are who these classes are not for. If you're looking to paint your cats and dogs without drawing first, then this is going to be the wrong class for you, because I definitely teach that you need to have the drawing plan put in place first. So that's why I spend a lot of time with the sketching sections and teaching you how to lay the foundation for your painting. If you don't like to paint cats and dogs, then this isn't going to be for you. If you're not willing to invest in your creativity and you only want free stuff that you can find on YouTube, well, obviously this class isn't for you. This class also isn't for you if you just want to paint acrylics or oil painting. I don't know that my techniques are really going to translate to that. So if you're not willing to try watercolor, this class is not for you. I also would say this class is not for you if you want to paint in, or you want to learn how to paint in a tight photorealist style. If you already paint that way, you're welcome to take this class. I'm always embrace everybody's different styles, but if you don't have that style already and you're looking to tighten up, I am not the most photorealistic painter. In fact, a lot of my students say they like my classes because I teach in a way that makes it easy for them to learn. It's not so impossible to learn how to paint in this loose manner. I'm not a fussy painter. All right, so that's who these classes are not for. Now, since this isn't the first time I've offered this class, I have lots of happy art student feedback, which I put on the sales page, and you're welcome to read that. I've been sharing with you all the art done by my students. And like I said, these aren't professional artists. They're people just like you who either haven't painted in decades or have never picked up a paintbrush. So if they can do it, so can you. And one more thing, if you've never painted in watercolor, or perhaps this is your first watercolor class with me, you might want to add on Watercolor Secrets, because Watercolor Secrets is going to teach you a lot of basics. It's not required that you sign up for Watercolor Secrets along with these, but it definitely would help you. So Watercolor Secrets teaches you how to blend colors, how to make grays, how to make greens. I cover a lot of the most challenging things, what paper to use, and more importantly, why, how to hold a paintbrush, and so much more. So I just want to share some of the paintings from the Watercolor Secrets class in case you're considering adding that on to one of the portrait painting options. All right, so I want to make sure I answer any questions that you have. And if you've never taken an online class, you might be wondering how this works. Or if you've taken one, but you've never taken one with me before, you might be wondering how I run my online classes. So one question I get asked a ton is if you can download the videos. And absolutely, you can save them to your computer and they are yours to keep forever. There is a little button underneath every single video that allows you to download the video to your computer. Then people want to know, do you have to be at your computer at a specific time? Absolutely not. That's the beauty of taking an online class. Just like this free series, you can watch the videos whenever the time is right for you. So you can squeeze it in on your lunch hour. You can watch it at night on your iPad when you're husband is watching sports, or if you're babysitting your grandchild, or whatever it is that you're doing, you're on the train, you can squeeze these in whenever it's convenient for you. Also, in my classes, you have lifetime access to these classes, and that is for the lifetime of the site. So as long as that there is an Inspiration Place site, you will have access to your classes. So if there are any other additional questions that I haven't addressed in this video, feel free to go ahead and email me, Miriam@theinspirationplace.net, and either myself or somebody else on my team will be sure to get back to you with answers to your questions. Right now it's decision time. You do not have to take my watercolor classes. You can continue to learn on your own everything you've been doing so far, if that's what's working for you. But you do have to make up your mind, because registration for programs at the Inspiration Place only stay open for a week. I like to keep my promotion periods really short and have classes running on a semester style basis. In fairness to the rest of my students, I do not accept late registrations. Now, all my classes come with 100% money back satisfaction guaranteed. I really want you to be happy when you sign up for the Inspiration Place programs, and I want you to have that peace of mind in knowing that if you're not happy, you can get your money back. And here are the details of my money back guarantee. So I know that if you actually take the time to watch the videos in the course, you're going to love it. And that's why I give you a full 30 days from the time you purchase to try it out. However, to be eligible for the refund, you have to at least watch 3 of the videos. No fair saying that you don't have time to watch it because you have lifetime access. So I do ask that you at least try it. However, if you've watched more than 10 of the videos, I'm going to assume that you've liked what you've been watching, and then you're not eligible anymore for the refund. So I think that's pretty generous that you have enough time and you get to watch enough videos to decide if the class is a good fit for you. So if this makes sense to you, just click the button right below this video. You'll be taken to the sales page. You can go over all the details I've just discussed, as well as reading additional testimonials. If you click on any of the buttons, it takes you to the page which offers all 3 of the packages. Choose the package that makes the most sense to you, both financially and also where you feel you are in your watercolor journey. After you click the button, you can enter your name and your email address, and you can choose to pay by either credit card or PayPal, and you can also pay via installment plan for just starting at $67 a month. So I just wanted to thank you so much for spending this time with me. Whether you choose to continue your journey with me in painting cats and dogs or do it on your own, I truly and sincerely hope that you got a lot out of this free video series and that you've come away with lots of good tips, because my purpose is always to make sure that you are getting the most out of our time together. So thank you so much again for spending your time with me today.